Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. It looks like I'm just about ready to leave Cliving, so let's do it.
I think it is time to go.
The Uruks we followed did not come this close to Cliving, either because it was not on their road or they were afraid of the town's defenders.
We need not stay here any longer. Cliving has strong walls.
And its defensive position is better than the other towns we have seen. Athelward has little cause to fear the orcs from this fastness. He does not need our help any longer, and we should be off.
This city has little to fear of orcs, if you ask the opinion of an elf.
I have seen more secure homes, but they were in the Malorans of Lorien. This city has little to fear of orcs, if you ask for the opinion of an elf. Athelward should see what he can do to protect the people that live elsewhere in the Norcrofts, but he can do without our presence.
You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people.
I understand that you need to be off. You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people. If you have business back at Ethangles, can I ask you to deliver a message for me? You murmur your assent, and Athelward rumbles pleasantly. Good, good. This may surprise you, Kippen, but I have no male heir to carry on my line. I love my daughters more than my own life, but a son would release me from the worry that my line will end with me. My wife has been dead this past year, and it is time I began thinking of the future. Thane Mildrith of Ethangles has had more than her share of grief these past few months. If it is in my power to heal the sorrow that I have caused her, I would do so. I desire her hand in marriage. I will respect her decision in this, but please express to her how strong a union between our families and our cities would be. The Norcrofts could only benefit from such a union. It is, not the first time I've asked for her hand, but it will be the last, no matter her decision. Okay, so we have to go to multiple locations. Didn't he kill her son, dude? Imagine, you know, normal people, they go to the bar or something, and they go up to a girl, and they're like, hey, how you doing? And they take it from there. This guy goes up to the ladies, kills their son, and then's like, hey, how you doing? I don't know if that works, but we'll see. We'll talk with her. I don't think she's gonna respond very favorably, though. Let me see if I can take a swift travel over there.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Cool color on this horse. Oh, Mildrith. Where's Elthangles again? Okay, all the way over here to the east. Then we need to go down there next.
You cannot be serious! That scoundrel! That braggart!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thane Mildrith listens to your message from Reeve Athelward with growing horror and disgust. You cannot be serious! That scoundrel, that braggart! His inaction doomed my husband Pendra to his death by orcs, and he personally gave my son the wound that killed him. He has the gall to ask me for my hand not once but twice, and to use friends to do it? Mildrith brings herself under control and continues in a quiet, deadly voice. I sent you to learn if my daughter Siflod was being treated well by the murderer of her father and her brother. Is she?
Thank you for easing the worry in a mother's heart.
If Siflod says that she's being treated well, I will keep my complaints to myself. Thank you for easing the worry of a mother's heart. My daughter is strong-willed, and I trust that she will have the sense to send word if the situation changes to ill. Turning now to the well-being of my people, I find clarity. We must not rely on the reef to protect us. I do not trust him, but more so I feel in my heart that he will see first the defense of Cliving and not leave his walls to protect the rest of us. The other towns in the Norcrofts do not have Cliving's natural defenses. You have been good help to me, but I know you are eager to progress westward in pursuit of the Urks you seek. Go southwest to Faldham, by the way of the river crossing, to scout and see if the crossing is held by foes. Also, I ask that you collect the emblems of any orcs you find in the North Crofts. Show those emblems to Elfhelm, the Thane of Faldham, as proof that we must stand on our own and not rely on Ethelward. Oh wait, Elfhelm has gone to the Fords of Isen. His son Elfmar must have the rule of Faldham in his absence. Show him the emblems. Okay. Book 8, Chapter 9, South Across the Plains. Let me take a look at the map. Yeah, I think I'll ride from here. Makes sense. I'll have to kill some orcs along the way. Really, I can't jump this? That's annoying. Can I jump through here? Yep. Alright. That might... No, that was a bad decision. Miraculously, I did not break my legs. It was a great decision. Wow. Sometimes, guys, you just gotta believe in miracles. That's all. Those weird looking wargs / wolves or whatever they are. Come on, I need some orcs. There was one, but I didn't go back for it. Just because it was kind of in the middle of all these wargs and such. Out of the river crossing. Nothing too exciting here. Alright. Kill both of these. You'll get that guy. It's that little guy right there. Okay, I need 2 more. Here's a victim. Very good. Now, I think I've already expressed my opinion on mounted combat. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very interesting. I feel like you're just kind of going in a circle like this and spamming buttons. However, I will say, I really do appreciate the effort of the developers. Because that's a bold thing to try and take on, you know? That's a difficult thing to implement in this game engine. And, you know, with Rohan, you think these vast plains, and you think the horse lords, and you think mounted combat. So, for them to try and pull it off for this expansion, I think was commendable. And, you know, it's not horrible. It's not like a miserable thing. It's just not very good. So, It's not all bad. It's not all bad. There are good things to say about it. Okay, good. Got everything I need. Let's go into the town now. Right out. Kind of see it in the distance. It looks like it's really the last one here in the Norcrofts. A few Urukai riders here. Gotta be careful. Alright, very cool. Let's see. Where are the stables? Am I going crazy or there are no stables here? A little to the south. Is that outside here? Yeah, I guess so. Definitely want to open this
Our
up.
mission is dire.
There you go. And let's go inside. If my horse will allow me. Alright. The summons unanswered.
Thank you for your help.
Welcome, I am Elfmar, son of Elfhelm, Thane of Faldholm. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kippen. My men have heard the summons of Revath the Ward, but have refused to answer his call. My scouts believe that the lands of Faldham are on the precipice of being besieged by orcs from the north, awaiting the same fate as many of the Thangles have already endured. My most skilled riders have chosen to stay and defend these lands. I will not force them to abandon the people of Faldham simply out of loyalty to the Reeve against their own will.
Can you help me with this?
The orc forces have laid waste to the crofters to the north. We will not allow the same fate to befall the people of Faldham. My riders, the most brave and loyal men I have ever known, are called the Elfward. Each of them will have a part to play if we are to withstand the coming siege. The Elfward have skilled unmatched among the riders of the plains, yet they are distracted by other concerns. This could prove to be our downfall on the battlefield. We must put their concerns to rest, if hope is to be had in the survival. Speak with Nothwolf and see what actions might put his mind at ease.
Welcome to Faldham, friends.
These are not the first such emblems I have seen. I know the orcs move across the Norcrofts in great numbers. I'm trying to do the best I can to combat them, while my father is away at the Fords of Isen.
You have seen battle. Would you like to train with my men?
I have known Thane Mildred since I was a boy. She was not Thane then, of course. It was a great shame what happened to her husband and her son, but I am not attributing her words solely to grief. Revath the Ward is many things, and I would never say he lacked courage, but the simple fact is that Cliving is far away. He worries first about Cliving, and second about the other towns within his riding. I cannot say I would do otherwise. You tell Elfmar that you spoke with his father Elfhelm at the Fords of Isen. I'm glad to hear that he still lives, Kippen. I would like to hear more of your account. While my father is away, I am trying to rule this place the best that I can. You have seen battle. If you'd like to train with my men, we can discuss the state of things in Rohan, and you can tell me more of what you have seen beyond the borders. Well, let me pick up this
The
quest.
Rohirrim will need your aid.
Greetings, Kippen. My concern lies with a growing threat from the wooded area to the east. The crofter tells tales of strange, monstrous creatures lurking in the shadows. Of late, a drunken farmer was attacked while pacing the woods at night. Stories of the beast that came upon him may have many worried. Speak with the elder Sahard on this matter. He is wise and has been studying these events with some earnest.
I would be pleased to see what you can do.
The field just outside the meat hall serves as the training area for my men. Will you help train them? I would be pleased to see what you can do.
Elfmar is a good man, and true, just like his father. We should help him prepare his men for battle as best we can.
Is it me? Or does this narrator kind of sound like Orlando Bloom or Legolas from the movies? I know it's not, but it just kind of sounds similar. Things go ill in Rohan. I fear the king's men are fewer than in days past, and less resolute. I have heard whispers from the villagers and lords alike that put little faith in Theoden King. I stand with Eomer, the king's nephew, and third marshal of the Riddermark. He is my shield brother, and we have sparred in peace and fought side by side during war. If you were here, he will be the first to volunteer to train with my men. Alas, Eomer is carried hither and yon by the tides of danger, and he goes where he is most needed. For today, that is elsewhere. I will not always be so, and that is why I want you to train with my men. They will need the experience when the orcs come to Faldom, as surely they must. I have called as many of my men as could be spared to this field. This very enclosure where my father taught me to swing a sword when I was but a child. Let us see if I can make my father proud, though he be far distant. We shall be the first combatants. It has been a custom in Faldholm for the leader to take the first battle for himself, and I see no reason it should be any different today. Let us have a good battle, Kippen, and by our example, inspire our men. We begin the day's combats. Ah, you got me. I will try not to hurt these horse lords too badly, Kippen, for your sake. No one looks for someone with whom to spar. Well fought, both of you. I will find someone with whom to test my own mettle. This man has the rank of Guma. His mood is one of eagerness. He was born in Faldham and is a frequent companion of Elfmar and Eomer. Can you beat me? I think not. You got me fair and square. This man is the rank of Carol. His mood is one of trepidation. He was born in Garsfeld, but now lives in Faldholm, and his loyalty is to Elfmar while Elfhelm is away. Okay, I'm ready, I suppose, for Garsfeld and Elfmar. Enough, that's enough. Sorry, that is all I can stand. This man has the rank of Curl. His mood is of quiet confidence, and you cannot tell his level of skill from his countenance. He was born in Edoras and came to Faldholm at a young age. We fight. Good combat, I thank you. This man has the rank of Guma. His mood is one of understated confidence. He was born in Minas Tirith, but is of Rohirric descent and came to Faldholm many years ago. He has already distinguished himself in battle with the orcs. I'm ready to do battle with you. Are you ready for the same? Very good, very good. It was a good battle. And it's a lot of people I gotta train. This man has the rank of Curl. His mood is one of slight trepidation. He was born in Faldholm and he works daily on his combat skill with little result. He hopes his training with you will help. I think I'm ready. I train every day. Alright, I was not enough. This man has the rank of Rink. His mood is one of weariness. He was born in Langhold and has seen much of war. He came to Faldholm because this is where his steed finally succumbed to exhaustion. He offered his sword to Elfmar as a means of regaining his honor. I'm hungry for a chance to prove myself. This is not the day I regain my honor, alas. This man has the rank of Rink. His mood is one of eagerness. He was born in Faldholm and his loyalty has always been with Elfhelm and his heirs. I am ready for you. Show me your skill. I know when I am beaten. This man has the rank of Curl. His mood is one of extreme confidence, but you can tell that it is misplaced. He is certain to yield at the first chance of injury. He lives in Snowbourne and came to Faldholm to serve Elfhelm, but he arrived after Elfhelm rode to the fords and now seeks to impress Elfmar. Tremble for the face of a skilled opponent. Oh, I give up, I yield. This man has the rank of Rink. His mood is of confidence. He was born in Harwick and came to Faldholm with his family very recently. He practiced daily so he may better protect them. This will make me stronger. Thank you for the practice, friend. It is true that your friend and boon companion, Horn, is from Eworth in the Entwash Vale. If he is the son of Reeve Ingbert, then his sister is the girl Ingith. Elfmar looks troubled. I wonder how she has taken the death of Prince Theodred. The two were betrothed. Now, alas, never will they marry. This war has already taken the happiness of many, and it is only just begun. I am ready to spar with you again, Kippen, and this time I will not let you have the victory so easily. A second bout, and this one shall go to me. Ah, you got me. Horn, are you ready to prove yourself to me in battle? I did not catch that, Nona. What did you want? I want a challenge. Do you think you can provide it? I think you will find I can. You see the strength in my sword arm? Where? Here, my sword arm. Ah, you were just having a jest. I would spar with you, lady, but I could fear to harm such a delicate flower. I will not be called that by you, lady? Delicate? You're going at it. Looks like he's the one taking the beating for now. Anyways. Oh my, Nona and Horn will likely be sparring like that for a while. I have been wondering how much longer it might take. Each of their interest in the other has been quite obvious to me, though perhaps not to themselves. Corudon smiles. Would you like to spar with me? They're not likely to end anytime soon. Very good, nice and short. I see that Horn and Nona are not yet finished. I do not quite know what to make of this, Kippen. If I did not know better, I would say that these two were according. But, with the universe to say aloud, perhaps I am mistaken. Elfmar shakes his head. Thank you for your help. I know that my men are better prepared to face what must surely await them now. I hope that you found the training useful as well. Are you ready to return to the mead hall? Nothing follows up a sweat, quite like a great mug of ale.
There is something reassuring about a good bout of sparring.
Thank you very much, Kippen. And I know my men will be pleased to have had the opportunity when it comes time to defend their homes or those of their neighbors. 225 agility, that's pretty nice. Still gonna keep mine though for now.
No doubt your friend Horn will be glad to see his home again.
Your road surely runs northwest now to Eworth. No doubt your friend Horn will be glad to see his home again, and you may be able to learn where the Uruks crossed the river if they still live. As you travel through the Entwash Vale, slay any mounted enemies you encounter with such speed that they could double back and cause trouble for Faldholm, or for towns in the Sutcrofts, for I do not wish that. Your friends are just outside, I believe. Speak with them and give them my thanks for helping to train my men.
Eowyrth sits very near to Fangorn. I would like to see that forest, if we may.
Eowyrth sits at the cliffs at a bend of the Entwash to the north. Were we to follow the river past the city, we would eventually arrive at the forest of Fangorn. I have heard tales of Fangorn that make me most curious to see it. But to hear Horn speak of it, I cannot imagine he will want us to get any closer to it than Eowyrth.
I do not understand why Horn is reluctant to return to his home. Or perhaps I do.
If I were to return to Lanuk now, I would be glad to see Suvolk. I would introduce him to Kuradon and to Horn. Nona falls silent for a moment. Perhaps I see why Horn is not eager to see his home again.
I thought we might need to go to Eowyrth. It is my home.
But I have not been there to stay in several years. I returned briefly for a few days after Theoden King ordered me to stand guard and before I left Rohan. My father was pleased to see me go, I think. His name is Ingbert, and he is the Reeve of the Entwash Vale. He trained both Prince Theodred and Eomer when they were young. He trained me as well, but I did not impress him as much as they did. He is a hard man. I hope my family troubles will not distress you. Nona, well, you will not think much of Nona. I will follow your lead at Eworth, Gippin. I do not want my family to cause any trouble for you or our companions. Okay, so I need to defeat some enemies in the Entwash Vale. But there's some quest rings around here. Let me get this off for a second. Can I help the people of this town before I make my way to the Entwash Vale? I guess they're inside.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Welcome, visitor. What questions have you for old Sahard? What I know of beasts you seek is collected from traditional folk tales. Stories told by wives to scare children into good behavior, or to keep the fools from wandering the woods at night. Listen closely and I will recall the truth of the matter. In the tales they are called Láthbear. They were once ordinary bears, but they are now possessed by darker spirits. Their wicked hosts have been warped into dangerous, frightening creatures intended for serving a darker purpose. None that I know have ever claimed to see such a sight, and I had thought them naught but a myth. The local sightings have greatly concerned me as the terrifying description matches with the J.R.R. tales. Is that an L or a capital I? I don't know.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You must inspect these beasts for yourself. Take this meat and set it before the creatures of the woods. I know not if this will lure a Láthbear, but if you manage to get a closer inspection, be ready to defend yourself from their wrath. In here, a guard of Faldholm has gone east to explore the edge of the woods and has not long before you. When you are satisfied with your inspection, seek out in here to discover what he may have learned. Let's go that way. Getting pretty close to level 87. It's kind of crazy to me that I've been playing this game since like 2007. And I'm still nowhere near max level. I guess I could if I wanted, but, you know, doing the 100% thing. Some curious Láthbears seem to be drawn out by your bait. Yeah, that is it's a weird looking creature. It's like a giant anteater crossed with a bear and a porcupine. Where's the third one? All the way up there. There's one here too. Northern edge of the trees.
What brings you to these lands?
You handled those Láthbear quite well. It seems that Sahard was correct. The myths of the old are based in truth. But why have these creatures suddenly returned? Something must have roused them from their slumber, and now they are eagerly seeking living prey. Thank you for aiding in investigating our foe. Rest for a moment and allow me to consider what must be done.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
The Láthbear seem to have been roused by some event, perhaps by the same occurrence that has cursed such a fervor among the roaming orcs. Yet they largely have remained cautious and distant, perhaps still fearing the sounds of riders, preparing for combat. If this has kept them at length, we must convince the Láthbear that the Erlingers are still here in force. I will lend you my battle horn, Warden. Sounding the horn while riding in the woods will perhaps frighten the Láthbear to returning to hibernation. I will remain on watch and ensure that no Láthbear approaches the village. So I need to go blow the horn in certain locations. There's a quest ring above this guy. The Láthbear have become disturbed by your actions in their territory and have become more active in seeking intruders. The disturbed Láthbear must be defeated before they turn their aggressions towards the crofters on the outskirts of Faldham. Ooh, excuse me, a cough. Oh, man. Okay. My throat gets really dry from recording a bunch of episodes back to back. Then I get a little cough reflex. This is a nice little area. The little flowers. The little mist. It's kind of nice. Let me try to bring some of these guys together, and then I'll load them all up. Alright, so we're done with that quest. Very good. The disturbed Láthbear were unable to injure any people of Faldham in their aggression due to your efforts to defeat them. Alright, there is one more. Okay. What aggroed on me? Something briefly aggroed on me, it seemed like, at least. Yeah, see, I'm getting like these random little aggros. That's weird.
Our mission is dire.
If the threat of mounted warrior does nothing to discourage these brutes, then they are indeed more dangerous than I had perceived. You have done well to overcome the Láthbear that you have encountered thus far, but it may require more drastic actions if we are to subdue this menace entirely.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
It is as I feared. The spirits will not be intimidated, and our problem can only be resolved when the matrons of the sloth have been dealt with. Finding the matrons may prove difficult. The Láthbear have been secluded in darkness, lurking among the shadows of the valley to the east. I believe this is where their den may lie. Search for the Láthbear den beyond the trees and eliminate any matrons found within. Take courage. for the dark spirits that infest the Láthbear may still be restless within their dwelling. I must soon return to Faldham. The hour draws near, and I am needed in my own allies. When you have seen to these matters, speak to Sahard at his home. Good fortune to you, Kippen. Alright. There's a warband here as well. Never completed it. The fearsome Láthbear sword trapper has left the confines of his den to ravage the countryside of the Norcrofts. All who cross his path will face immense danger. My god. Alright, let's do a little longer episode today. That is a big boy. Is dead. The whole King Láthbear sword trapper has been put to rest. His deadly claws and menacing teeth will cease to threaten the farmers of the Norcrofts. Very good. That cave is all the way to the east here. Question is, how do I get up there? Might have to go around and up, I don't know. Alright. All the Láthbears. Man, it's getting late. I'm like stumbling over my words here. It's just I finally have the opportunity to record, so I want to get as much work done as I can in terms of the series. But anyways, got a quest here. Handling the Láthbear with tactics and cunning has proven to be unsuccessful. Desperation calls for brute force as a response to a fearless foe that cannot be reasoned with. Láthbear's malevolent plans are unknown. They may be rallying a host to assail the farms of the riders of Faldham as they are preoccupied with the advances of the orcs. Strike against them before they are ready for such an endeavor, and thin their numbers to prevent them from amassing such a force. So I gotta kill a bunch of these, is basically where we are with this. I hate that they stopped to do that attack though, because it kind of screws up my AoEs. No, I don't know if I want to go up or down or around. So many options. Let me just kind of run through here. There's a matron. Very good. And there's really not much here, honestly. It's a smaller cave system than I anticipated. Go through it here though. Is he coming? Come on, little bear. Maybe it does kind of go back a little bit further than I thought. Let's keep rolling. Bunch of them here. Okay, I think I only need 2 more matrons now. Oh, still need a couple of the other ones too. Okay. Good. Now what? Need 1 more matron. Maybe it's gonna be that way. Maybe not. Right through here, maybe. Let's go kill the matron. God, that is a slow guy. Okay. With their numbers hindered, any vengeful plots against the Rohirrim will be slow to develop. The people of Foundham have been afforded a reprieve from the danger of imminent Láthbear attacks thanks to your actions. Okay, very good. So now I need to get out of here, and I forgot how I even came in. But I'll figure it out. I think up here. Indeed. Let me get on my war steed and turn this quest in. Good thing about the war steed too is that it takes a lot more damage to dismount you, so you can kind of run through some enemies and not have to worry about getting dismounted as easily. That's always nice. There's a quest ring here, but nobody here. I think I'm going that way. In his little house again. Ah, man. I always hate kind of slowing down with the mount.
What brings you to these lands?
Admirably handled, Kippen. Without their matrons, the Láthbear numbers should be fragile enough as to not risk assaulting our homes directly. I will endeavor to pass on the tale of your deeds so that the accounts of the Láthbear's dangers might be heeded as a warning of true peril, and not told as a harmless fable or a children's tale. Had you not intervened, we may have learned a most difficult lesson. Return to Nothwolf and put his mind at ease. Alright, so I will do that. I will meet you. Well, you know what? I'll just go to the town, but we're going to end the episode here. And I do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate everybody who spends that second to leave a like on the video. I enjoy the comments. I do read all the comments, believe it or not. I respond to, I would say, like 90% of them. Sometimes somebody comments something that I just don't know what to say to, so I'll just like it, I guess. I hit that little like button, but sometimes there's just not a good response. But anyways, I'm rambling. It's late. I'll see you guys in the next episode.